This is San Diego News Daily.
Hello and welcome to San Diego News Daily. I'm Nicole Gomez. As the Muslim community continues reeling from Monday's deadly shooting at the Islamic Center of San Diego, people across San Diego County are gathering to honor the 3 lives lost. NBC 7's Cecilia Trevino has more now on their memory and what the Muslim community says it will take to heal.
There's an appetite to stand with the Muslim community.
The pain is still felt across San Diego after Amin Abdullah, Mansour Kasiha, and Nadir Awad were killed in a shooting at the Islamic Center of San Diego. In Oceanside, around 100 people of all beliefs came together at Civic Center Plaza to pay respects to the 3 men.
The month of Hajj is the last month on the lunar calendar, and the first 10 days are the holiest. And on that first of those 10 days, that's when we lost our 3 beloved brothers.
Yusef Miller is one of the organizers for the gathering. He said the North County community is standing strong with those affected in the attack.
The tragedy has all shaken up, but this is a holy period, a period of reflection, a period of prayer and charity. So we will not allow terrorists to steal our joy, to steal our faith, to make us hide and cower.
Miller also said as many San Diegans continue to process this tragedy, the next step is to heal and educate others about the Muslim community.
And when it comes to our educational system, diversity, equity, and inclusion, DEI, is the solution, not the problem.
Miller called on families to start teaching these values at home, but also hold those in charge accountable.
We need a cultural shift. And in the school systems, we need education, something intentional, something that brings people together, no matter what percentage of those different diverse ethnic groups exist in that school system. We can fix that. It's in our hands. We just need the political will to institute it and have it in our school systems.
In Oceanside,
everyone should be diverse.
Cecilia Trevino, NBC 7.
Lanes of the southbound 5 near Chula Vista and Imperial Beach back open this morning after a CHP chase. Officers briefly had to shut down 2 lanes. This was near Palm Avenue as they tried to chase down the suspect yesterday just after 1:30 in the afternoon. The chase ended near L Street in Chula Vista when the suspect crashed into some bushes. They were taken into custody. A Chula Vista police officer accused of causing a deadly crash has pleaded not guilty to vehicular manslaughter. Prosecutors say Johan Jacobo was responding to a radio call last June when he ran a red light. 28-year-old Simon Robledo, who was riding his motorcycle, was hit and killed by the officer's police cruiser. This was in the intersection of Olympic and Winding Walk near Eastlake. Robledo leaves behind a wife and a 3-year-old son. Now the victim's family says they want justice.
We just need closure as to what happened. We know that he wasn't a reckless driver. We know that he wasn't out there just being crazy. He was a responsible person.
Officer Jacobo is currently out of custody and on administrative leave. He's due back in court in August. He faces a year in jail if convicted. A civil wrongful death lawsuit has also been filed against Officer Jacobo and the city of Chula Vista. San Diego city leaders have announced that paid parking at Balboa Park will soon be a thing of the past. This is a move San Diegans are celebrating. But now many are wondering why it's not being rolled back immediately. The city council recently agreed to end the policy as a part of a settlement, which will also reduce the trash collection fee. But that relief comes at a cost for the city's budget. The independent budget analyst says the city will have to search for a couple $1 million in that savings. That might mean cutting services. But some people at the park would still like to see the fees cut immediately.
I haven't met anybody, and I mean this sincerely, who says, oh, what a great idea. Why didn't we do it 10 years ago? All you got to do is just say, hey, it's done, over, finé, and people get to come to the park for free because, you know, we're getting ready to enter summer, kids getting out of school. So, you know, we'll be negatively impacted just as we have.
Yeah, those museums are feeling it. Once the fees are cut, the city says it might reconsider some of its trash collection services. All right, graduation season is in full swing across San Diego as thousands are walking across the stage to receive their diploma. We met up with one graduate who went through quite the path to earn his master's degree. Sean Khalifa recently graduated from the University of San Diego's Restorative Justice Program. Khalifa spent half of his life behind bars at Donovan State Prison. He was the lookout in a robbery and got convicted when he was just 15 years old. This was because of California's felony murder law. That same law was amended in 2018, which paved the way for his release in 2020. Now he's working to make sure other inmates can follow that path.
If that law never changed, I'd still be in state prison. So the fact that I'm lucky and have been blessed in a way through thoughtful legislation to allow me to come home, I want that for them. And I want them to see themselves here, feel it, embody it, and do well in prison also.
Well, Khalifa now runs a program for formerly incarcerated students at USD. He plans to continue advocating for people behind bars, including teaching administration of justice at Southwestern College. NBC 7 meteorologist Brooke Martell will have a look at your weather right after this.
You count on breaking news.
People running in the streets, they have their kids, they have their pets.
And help preparing for the unexpected.
Small fire right now, we'll keep an eye on it.
You count on stories from your community. You count on getting different points of view.
We're still human.
And your voice being heard.
We need help.
You count on in-depth reporting.
It's a mess, and it's making people sick.
Because you know the whole story is more than just the headline. This is coverage you count on, only on NBC 7 and Telemundo 20.
Happy Sunday. Taking a look at your weather headlines, what you need to know. First and foremost, the May Gray is back, and it's going to be a factor really for this upcoming week as well. For your Memorial Day, temperatures are going to trend cooler just by a couple of degrees, maybe not even enough to really notice a difference, but the cooling trend actually continues through midweek. If you're heading out to La Jolla or really any area of the coastline for today, moderate rip current risk, water temperature from the mid-60s, wave heights from about 2 to 4 feet. We're getting that low tide back just around 12:15 this afternoon. High tide will return around 7 o'clock tonight. But here's a look at that hourly forecast for La Jolla. You could see mostly cloudy skies, even heading into the afternoon hours. Temperatures right around those upper 60s. And I just want to remind you, if you are going to be getting in the water, surfing, swimming, boogie boarding, be careful, because even though we do have that moderate level of rip current risk, it is still there. And remember that a rip current is like a river underwater. You really can't see, so it easily can pull swimmers and surfers away from the coastline. If you get caught in a rip current, this is what I need you to know. Don't fight it. You want to swim parallel to the shore to get out of it. If you're having trouble though, you just want to tread water, float, try to stay calm, wave for help. And that's why it's so important when we're out there along the coastline and we have these conditions that we're swimming, we're surfing near a lifeguard tower. You can always check in with them when you get to the beach. They're super friendly. They want to help you out, and they can tell you about those current conditions, what it's like out there along the coastline at that moment. Here's a look at the area forecast. Mid-60s to the low 70s for you for those coastal communities, really close to where we should be for this time of the year. Low to mid 70s over the valleys. We'll have low to upper 70s, maybe even some low 80s over the mountains today. Breezy at times. Same deal will go for your desert region, where temperatures are going to be warm. It's going to be hot there the next couple of days, right around those 90s. But the cloud cover wants to stay put for most of your morning, even for areas over the valleys. Right around 2-3 o'clock, better chances for sunshine, but some of the cloud cover, as we know, could be stubborn to clear, especially along the coast, because we have some westerly flow that is actually driving some of that marine layer. So just keep that in mind, even though this model is showing there is that chance. By tonight, though, we do get the return of the clouds. They stay put through the overnight hours, could produce a little bit of drizzle for us, but we're looking actually at some chances for drizzle, maybe even light rain Wednesday morning, maybe even again into Thursday morning as well. So we're tracking that for you. Your Memorial Day forecast shows upper 60s at the coast, mid 70s for the inland valleys, 70s for the mountains, 90s again for the desert region. And here's what's changing in the forecast here. So Tuesday through Thursday, again with the cloud cover, could be enough to produce some drizzle, even some light rain. Cooler temperatures Tuesday through Thursday. I'm talking 60s west of the mountains. That could include some of our inland valleys as well, but 50s a possibility over the mountain communities. By next weekend, your temperatures are going to warm up. It'll feel really pleasant, but you can see here that temperature change going into Wednesday for the coast. Not too bad, right around those mid 60s, but you'll feel it a little bit more over the valleys where we taper off to those upper 60s and stay close to that through Thursday before we warm up by next weekend. And over the mountains, I mean, I would say this is the biggest temperature difference because we have some low 70s there today, but mid 50s by midweek, even for the desert region where we're spending some time in the 90s today and tomorrow, even Tuesday. We get back into those low 80s by Wednesday and Thursday, Nicole.
All right, Brooke, thank you. Well, if you've ever driven along the 15 freeway, maybe headed up to Vegas, heading east through our state, you've certainly seen the world's tallest thermometer. Well, it's going up for sale. It's one of America's most recognizable roadside attractions. The 134-foot thermometer stands along the 15. This is in Baker. It's known for commemorating the record-setting 134-degree temperature recorded in nearby Death Valley. The owners say they can no longer manage the day-to-day work needed to maintain that landmark. They're looking for a new owner who will ensure its long-term preservation. They've set an asking price of about $1.85 million. That's an expensive thermometer. Well, there's more coverage you can count on at NBC7.com. I'm Nicole Gomez. Thanks for watching.